guacamole, and more. Visit Taco Heaven for pickup or dine-in, or give them a call at 815-660-6146.
Start the new year with some great Lewis Flyers gear. Shop LewisFlyers.com store has over 1,300 items to choose from. Items include apparel representing all Flyers teams, as well as fashion, home, and business accessories and novelties. The store will also feature regular promotions throughout the school year and around special events. Choose from great brands like Adidas, Under Armour, Champion, and more today.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
So welcome to Lewis University. Flyers and William Jewell here. Game number one of this conference doubleheader. Again, I'm Mark Vasco. Phil Cantu back at our studios at WJOL. Also believe we're providing audio for the GLVC website for the audio-video feed. And first one announced for the starting lineups. Kate Hillier, 10 points a game for Jewell. Chloe Frank at 8 points a contest. Avon Shannon, 8 points a contest. Emery Zars, very good ball player, 10.7 boards a game for just a freshman at 5'10". And I think they're going to change their starting lineup. I think that last starter there was Rachel Sen, 6'1", sophomore from Springfield, Missouri at 5 points per game. Elizabeth Ernsting had been starting, 6'1" junior from Blue Springs, Missouri. Now it's the Flyers with the lights out here at Neil Carey Arena. Taylor Galuza, the first one announced to the crowd, the junior from Lincoln Way West at 12 points per game. Jenna Badali in the starting lineup today, 5'6", redshirt sophomore from Mother McCauley at 9 a game. Grace Silber, 5'5", senior from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, 15 points per game to lead us. Lily Courier, 6-foot junior from Lyons Township at 6 points per game. And Stephanie Hart, the 5'8", fifth-year senior from Geneva. Steph doing a great year and doing a great job for us at 6 points per game. So Kat will not start, but I do think we will see her at some point here today. But again, I guess you would like to think maybe you won't need her here today, and I think that's going to be the case, especially when you've rolled an ankle and, you know, she also got a split lip in that game. She got beat up there by Weltha of Truman on Thursday. So I think if you can go without her today, I think that's the plan, to give her a couple days more rest. Here we go, Flyers in the white, Cardinals in the red. Left to right in front of us for the Flyers as we win the tip, and we are underway. We go right side, Badali. Badali had been coming off the bench, but of course she was the freshman of the year in this league 2 years ago after missing last year with injury, so no surprise she's back in the starting lineup here eventually anyway. Courier for three right away. Talked about it in our pregame. Our bigs can shoot the three, and Courier at 6 feet, high left of the arc, drains the tray here early on. We do a little full court pressure here, I think, to keep this game up tempo if we can. They'll fall back into a 2-3 zone after that full court press. And they go high left of the arc there. Hillier. Look down low, can't find anybody, so three left. Corner is good. They answer back, Hillier. Talked about it, they had 10 trays against Indy on Thursday. And again, if you can hit your threes, especially early, get your confidence on the road as the underdog, and who knows. Courier. They go left side, and they anticipate the pass well. They get a steal, drive right side, layup is good. Defense creates offense. Shannon converts. Now we'll come down in a hurry, and it's going to be a little bump foul before any shot there. on William Jewell. Now, they were picked to finish last in the league, and they are last at the moment, but that doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot in this competitive league, as we know. Left side to the ground, keeping her dribble and not traveling was Galuza. Gets the ball away, Badali. Now right side, Grace Hilber. She'll take a mid-range jumper right side and hit it. Hilber, the 15-footer on the right wing. And 5 all here. We do, again, full court press. They'll break it. They'll get things set up. High left side for Frank. Now high left of the arc is Hillier. 5'11" sophomore from Eureka, Missouri. Down into the post, and there's going to be a foul called after Rachel Sen was not able to finish, but the sophomore at 6'1" from Springfield, Missouri, get hit on the arm and should go to the line and shoot 2. By the way, if you want to come on out, for a couple of different reasons. A, it's ridiculously cold today anyway, so what else are you going to do? You may as well come out and watch a good afternoon of GLVC basketball. But also, as that free throw goes in, she hits them both, 7-5. Jewell here early. It is the playing for preemies day here again. Here today. Drive to the right side off the glass, no, but 2 shots coming for Hilber. She'll go to the stripe. Again, we're taking on Jewell today, and our volleyball coaches are here to sell some merchandise and accept some donations to the Ray Strong Foundation. Free throw, good. That free throw drops as well. So selling apparel, there's some gift items, all sorts of cool things. So Laura Lee Smith and Dan Friend, our volleyball coaches, husband and wife, and their daughter Ray. Of course, Ray was a preemie, and to say the least, she was a preemie. Drive down the left side, too strong off the glass. Rebound comes down to the Flyers. Badali on the run. Lob it down low. They'll take a 3. Badali on the wing, missed that long, and the rebound comes down to Jewell. More on that as we go, but come on out and contribute to a great organization that helps preemies and nurses in the ICU, helping out premature births. Now, they got the ball into the right post. Sen got fouled, and she's slow to get up, so the training staff's going to come out. Now, it didn't look like any strange play, just a usual foul in the post, but she crumbled to the ground. And boy, let's hope she's okay. But now 2 trainers take a look at Rachel Sen. And Laura Lee and Dan's daughter Ray was less than 2 pounds when she was born. And it's an amazing story. And I talked to Ray here a little bit, and she gave me a nice little wristband for the Ray Strong Foundation. It says the Ray Strong Bump Bash. Well, they're actually going to help her off as she's trying not to put any weight on her right leg. I don't know if that's ankle or knee. Boy, that's sad to see.
Elizabeth Ernsting replaces Rachel Sen.
So Ernsting, who had been starting, now back on the floor for Rachel. 6'1" junior from Blue Springs, Missouri. Now, she is able to put some weight on that leg, thank goodness. It wasn't like she had to be completely carried off, but something tweaked there, obviously, and they'll take her to the bench and take a look. Free throw is good, as Ernsting takes those free throws for her and hits them both. All right, so 9-7 Jewell. Flyers come front. Free throw line is Courier. High right side, Badali. Hillier, Hilber. There's a Hillier and a Hilber. That's going to be confusing. We miss a three, but get an offensive rebound, Badali. Now, Badali drove under the basket, passed it on the left wing. That was over to Galuza, but she had her back heel out of bounds. So turnover to Jewell. They go high right. Look down low, can't find anybody, so high left of the arc. Ernsting. Shot clock down to 10. Drive right wing. Nothing there, so swing it around high left. Go free throw line. Now they'll settle for three up top. Missed that. Flyers get the rebound. So could not get that to go as Zara's couldn't finish. We go left side, miss one. Courier gets the rebound, and she gets fouled. So Hilber misses the original shot. And now Lily Courier at the stripe. 6:13 to go first period.
University Athletics is brought to you by the Holiday Inn and Suites Bolingbrook at Route 53 and I-55. Bolingbrook, Romeoville area, St. Louis University. The hotel recently renovated.
Free throw good.
Friendly service. It's the perfect place to kick back, relax, and be yourself. Information about the hotel is available at BolingbrookHolidayInn.com.
University Basket 1340 WJOL.
So 9-8 after the free throws. Full court press. But they come front, and Jewell sets it up. Run a little weave. Stop at the top. Good defense. Badali knocked the ball away. The scramble for it, and it's going to be a jump ball. So that was all Jenna Badali working against Hillier. Knocked the ball. They both went to the
Flyer
ground.
fans, the Tasty Waffle in Romeoville is a proud sponsor of Lewis University Athletics. Family owned and operated since 2006, the Tasty Waffle is open from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily.
Drive left. Put up the shot off the glass and in.
Delicious wraps and homemade.
Basket there by Hillier.
Stop by the Tasty Waffle, 32 South Weber Road,
Flyers
or give them a call at 815-439-8151.
Lewis University Basketball on 1340 WJOL.
Top of the key, Hilber. Hilber from 16 after a dribble, no, and the rebound battled for Jewell comes down with it. 11-8, Jewell the lead in the ball. 5:15 for the period. And they have it high right side to Frank. Now low right corner. They'll launch the three. NBA three, top of the key is good. Oh, impressive long three by Aiden Shannon. Well, talked about it. Doesn't matter on paper. You hit your threes, especially early on the road, you're in it. Not only are they in it, they're on top 14-8. Run a little weave, Galuza. And again, we're without one of our best players at the moment in Kat Schmidt. Courier for three, top of the key, no. Rebound. Nice job by Hilber to keep it alive. Right side, Galuza for three is good. Galuza with a big tray. And 14-11. So we're going to have to learn how to play without Kat here. And Flyers down three. Drive right around a pick. Ball knocked down. A long two is good. Fade away long two by Hillier for WJC. So they're up 5. And Flyers in the front. High left side. Galuza for three there. No good. Long rebound out of bounds to the Cardinals. A couple of subs. Flyers will bring in Shaunton Brown, the 5'8 senior from Joliet Central, and K. Barth Lofton, 5'10 post player from St. Paul, Minnesota. Well, officials, media timeout, 16-11. Flyers down 5. Let's keep it here. We've had to play some commercials on the radio side, and again, we had this issue on Thursday, and Looks like we're going to have it throughout the course of the day today. That I don't know if it's our laptop or what, but somehow we're doing it this year. Our broadcast, the internet, through software, through the laptop, and sometimes it freezes and we have to reboot it. So if that's the case again today, we apologize. But the nice thing is we're only off for like 30 seconds at the time at the most. And then after today, the crazy thing with our schedule is we don't have another broadcast for more than a month. Because again, here on the radio side of things, we only have the home conference doubleheaders once again this year. And after today, Flyers are at UMSL. And we've got St. Francis on the 10th, but that's non-conference. We're not going to do that this year. Then it's at Grand Valley, a non-conference, at Ferris, then conference at Southwest Baptist, at Drury. I mean, it's just a crazy schedule. So we're not back on the air here until the middle of January after today for a home conference doubleheader. So we'll have time to sort out this issue is my point. So hopefully after that, we won't have any more where we're knocked off the air even for 30 seconds at a time. And right away, making her presence felt, we get a turnover there thanks to Shaunton Brown. We can't convert at the other end. They get a rebound and come right back the other way. However, get the ball into the right block, and it's going to be jump ball or a foul. Let's see. I think they're going to call a foul. Skylar Boylan for them, a 5'11 sophomore, was tied up by, I think, Stephanie Hart, but they're going to call the foul. So they get the ball baseline right of the basket. Lob it up top, free throw line. Get the ball there to Boylan. Ball knocked away. K-Barth Lofton steals it. Brown picks it up. Shaunton into the front court. They go left side with it. Now free throw line. Underneath, drive all the way. Ooh, missed the layup, but rebound picked up again by Galuza. So she stuck with it, missed the shot, got her own rebound. Now it's Badali who gets fouled, and she'll shoot two as she drives the right side of the lane. So Badali to the stripe. They'll make a sub. Deasia Collier-Williams. Deasia Collier-Williams, 5'4" senior, from Shawnee Mission, Kansas, in the lineup for them. Free throw is good. 3:11 for the period, 16-12. Jewell up by 4. And now 3 as that one is good. Jewell comes front with it. Go free throw line, drive middle of the lane, into a double team. Good defense, shot is missed. And Flyers get the board as Zars could not convert. Run the floor, Galuza decided not to shoot it, kicks it back outside. Underneath Lofton. That scooping layup too strong off the glass. Rebound comes down to the Cards. They're in the front. Drive right side. Now dish it low right, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Couple of good defensive plays by Shaunton Brown. Got a steal as soon as she came in, and now she draws a charge. So Flyer ball. Down 3. Valley in the front. Hands it off, Galuza. Right side, we run a little weave to Brown. She'll drive, dish it too hard off the glass, and rebound comes down to Jewell. They'll run the floor. Left side against a double team. Good. Off the glass and in for Katie Knock, 5'10" junior from Iowa. Came in and averaging 4 points per game. Their lead is 5. Low right is Lofton. Back outside, intended for Hilbert, knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Knock. Courier back in, Lofton out. Get it in. Badali. Drive left, goes all the way, scooping layup, no, but again, draws contact and a foul, and Badali at the stripe. Well, we had a small lineup compared to Truman because they were just so big and strong. Well, we have an even smaller lineup here today, obviously, thanks to Cat Schmidt being on the bench. Free throw good, so we're going to have to, and I think that's why we came out with the full court press, knowing we're a smaller lineup, just try to be up-tempo and not have to have too many half-court sets even necessarily. Free throw good there. We're back within 3 again, 18-15. This time we're going to drop back, though, and pick them up half court. And here they go. Go right side. Williams hands it off. Get it up top. Boylan. Now back outside again. Doing a nice job running their offense, being patient. They go left side. Nothing there, so back up top again. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Williams. Williams still has it, down to 6. Kick it wide right wing to 4, where they launch a long 3. Missed that short. Shaunton Brown the rebound. Badali in the front court now. Right side. Nothing there, so back up top, Courier. Left wing, Badali for 3, catch and shoot. Trey is good! Badali. Good quick ball movement, got a wide open 3 and hit it. So 18 all tie, inside a minute now for the quarter. Handed off at the free throw line. Almost knocked away, but they'll keep it and drive right. And tough angled shot there, missed, but an offensive rebound, Boylan, and then a jump ball. As you were able to tie her up before she could kick it back outside again, and Flyers get it on the arrow. Well, one Galuza out, the other in, so Tara in for Taylor. And a tie game, a chance to take a lead here. Can't take a last shot of the quarter, but it's close. As we go up top, Courier, left side, Badali. Back up top, Shaunton Brown. Wide open, Hilber for 3, right side of the arc, no. Long rebound comes down to the Cardinals, and they've got 17 seconds. Plenty of time. Williams driving right, kicks it left corner, and ooh, she ran in to Shaunton Brown. I thought she was going to draw another charge, but they say block. Williams passed it. As soon as she did, the collision, they call it defensive foul. So baseline right, they bring it in with 12 seconds for the period. Shot clock is off. They go right side with it. Now left corner for 3. Missed that, and Flyers get position, and they're going to say jump ball with 2 seconds to go in the quarter. So Jewell will get it, or are they going to call a foul? Well, I guess they called a foul on Jewell, because we did get the rebound. But instead of the jump ball, they call a reach-in foul, and that's a break for the Flyers. 1.9, actually, is what it shows on the clock. And we'll get a couple of free throws from Hilber, and the free throw is no good there. No good there. Long rebound comes down Badali, but that's it for the period. 18 all after 1. We'll come back after this 1-minute break on the Flyers Sports Network.
As Elizabeth Ernst, Katie Hilliard, Chloe Frank, and Emery Zarzal return for the Flyers, Taylor Galuza.
Valley View Dental can create results that change how you look and feel about your smile. Dentistry has never been so fast, efficient, and painless. Valley View Dental offers procedures like Invisalign and in-office teeth whitening. The Valley View Dental's friendly staff will ensure you're comfortable every time you're there. Call 815-372-0100 for an appointment or smile makeover consultation, and go Flyers.
Looking for a great spot to unwind before or after a Flyers game? Nick and Ivy Brewing is the perfect spot to enjoy the best craft beer in the area. Whether you have a taste for a lager, IPA, ale, or anything in between, Nick and Ivy has the offering in their tap room. Located just over the bridge at 1026 South State Street in downtown Lockport. Nick and Ivy Brewing offer over 10 locally crafted beers nightly as well as live music. Visit them online at nickivybrewing.com or give them a call at 815-524-4857. Nick and Ivy Brewing, a proud sponsor of Flyer Athletics.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
So 18 all tie after one. In the early going, Jewell, well, the reason that they're right in this game, they were 6 of 12 from the floor, 50%, while the Flyers just 4 of 13, so 31%. Of course, we struggled at the end of that Truman game on Thursday. And still struggling a bit here. Jewell 2 of 5 from three-point land. Flyers 3 of 8, just 38% there, which still isn't bad, but one thing helping out the Flyers right now, leading rebounds 11-5. Turnovers, Flyers have 3, Jewell has 2. Jewell with possession. So far, Hillier with 7 on their side, 5 for Shannon. Flyers get a steal. Hilber, Grace will go all the way. Left side layup is good. So Flyers now with a 2-point lead at 20-18. 7 points for Badali, leading scorer right now for Lewis. Up top for Jewell. Drive left side, spin. Little looping shot is good. Chloe Frank with a nice bucket. And we're tied at 20. So do have to get Hilber going, certainly. And that basket there gives her 4 for the game. Courier has 4. Galuza with 3. Actually, Hilber, that last bucket gave her 6, come to think of it. But missed down there for Taylor Galuza, who was back in. Terrace out there as well, so both on the floor at the same time. And contact made, no foul as a defender. Brown went flying. Shot was missed. Battle for the rebound, and it's a jump ball. So Frank missed the shot, battled for the rebound, but Lewis ends up with it. So 20 all tie. So our largest lead was 3-0. Their largest lead was 6 when it was 14-8. 20 all tie right now. Tara Galuza. High left side, Taylor, swing it around. Hilber thought about a left wing 3. Instead, a couple dribbles, takes a 14-footer instead. No, her own follow is good. Oh, great effort. Again, followed her miss. Offensive rebound, second chance points there. And Flyers up 22-20. Run a pick to the free throw line. Don't take the shot. Frank has it outside now. She'll go around a pick, and fighting through that pick was Shaunton Brown, but they're going to call her for a foul when she did so, and she'll come out. Tara comes out as well. So the 5 on the floor, Badali, Taylor Galuza, Courier, Hilber, and Stephanie Hart.
At Cheddar Scratch Kitchen, we're serving up homemade American classics at wallet-pleasing prices. Homemade pot pie, hand-breaded chicken tenders, and country fried steak.
Flyers will get the ball
Every
back.
visit starts with a free...
Offensive foul on number 10, Chloe Frank, her second, team's first of the quarter. Flyers basketball now inbound.
Lewis will walk it up.
Cheddar Scratch Kitchen is proud to be an official partner for Lewis Flyer Athletics. Cheddar Scratch Kitchen. Get a lot for not a lot. Visit Cheddar's on Remington Boulevard.
Rebound comes down to Jewell.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
So Jewell with possession. Flyers up 22-20. 7:25 for the half. High left side for 3. The long one, no good, but they get a long offensive rebound to keep it alive. So Shannon missed the shot, but they get the board. Now kick it for another 3, right corner. This time is good. Well, they get some second chance points there. Elizabeth Ernsting with that tray. And now a 1-point Jewell lead. Taylor drives right side of the lane, scooping layup, no good. Rebound comes down to Jewell. Nice aggressive drive, but couldn't finish. They have it up top. Drive right side and stop. Now back up. That's Frank with it. Now she'll go right corner. Down, low right baseline Zars. And now kick it back out for another three, this time no good. And Flyers get the rebound as Shannon could not hit that. Lewis in the front, up top. Nothing there for Hart. Go left corner to Courier, knocked out of bounds. Flyers will keep it. And let's see, Tara's going to come in and give Hilber a breather. Again, Hilber missed a couple games early, and she's still got a face mask on. And again, we're playing without one of our best players and main starting outside or inside players as Tara misses an outside jumper. And here comes Jewell. So Kat Schmidt not playing after she rolled an ankle on Thursday and suffered a split lip and a few other bumps and bruises. We get a left side layup by Shannon. Back to a 3-point Jewell lead. Flyers in the front. Drive middle, kick it outside. Yeah, Weltha for Truman, the reigning player of the week, had a great game on Thursday, but her physical play. Oh, great feed down low. Hart can't finish. Offensive rebound. Tara is good. Tara Galuza. Good play there. And I will say, Weltha got away with murder. She beat up our player to the point where she's not playing today, and she had her first foul on her called in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I was not happy, and neither were our coaches. And ball tipped out of bounds. Can we save it? Well, actually, they tried to save it, but save it to Taylor Galuza. And Taylor drives left side. No, knocked out of bounds. No foul call. We'll keep it and bring it in under the basket. I think at one point, not only was the score lopsided, we got outscored 20-1 at one point. I think the fouls at one point in the second half were 11-1. So we were, and again, not blaming anything. We didn't play well, didn't hit our shots, but that didn't help. 5 minutes exactly to play here in the half. Flyers down 1, 25-24. But they definitely were able to play the physical game they wanted to play, Truman, on Thursday. No question about it. By the way, at halftime, going to talk to our men's assistant coach. Coach Rocco and I sat down. The women's team here, it's everybody on board from last year. There's literally one new player. Elena Sokup is a freshman from Lake Zurich. She is our lone new player. This group for the Flyers has been playing together for 3-4 years in a row now, these same players. Even Steph's back, as getting her COVID year, etc. So this is a veteran group that's played together. These are the same names we've been talking about for years. That's not the case on the men's side. They have 8 new players who are in the rotation, basically. So when I talked to Coach Trost in the pregame show, we've only got, like 3 minutes, and we're talking about the previous game and the upcoming game. But I wanted to go deep in to the men's roster. So talking to the man who recruited them, Coach Rocco, at halftime, more on all the new men's basketball players we've got on the roster this year. On the inbound, right side, nothing there. Outside, Badali for 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Jewell. So on the radio side, we will have a prolonged men's interview with Coach Rocco. They go right wing, a long open 3, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Flyers will have it as Hillier could not convert. Flyers down 1. On the Jewell side, Shannon with 7, Hillier with 7, Ernsting with 5 now. You've got 8 for Hilber, 7 for Badali to lead us. They go right side. Badali. In middle, Hart splits the double team and drives, lays it in. Stephanie Hart with a nice layup to give the Flyers back a 1-point lead. 4:08 to play in the half. They'll attack the basket. That floater, no. Flyer rebound. Back on the run. 4 minutes for the half. Oh, good feed. Badali to Hart for an easy layup. Hart sprinted to the basket. Defense hadn't caught up yet. Gonna get the easy hoop. We're back up 3 now to equal our biggest lead at 28-25. They run a little weave up top. Kick it left corner. Get an open 3. Miss that long. Rebound. Great job by Badali to win the battle for that as Williams could not hit the tray. Will run the floor. Get it to Shaunton Brown, low left. Turn, spin, lean, scooping layup, no good. And a rebound comes down to Jewell. Outlet pass is intercepted. Taylor Galuza just sort of hung around, and the outlet was intercepted. Now, what happened was the shot clock then did not get reset. So the official stopped play. We hit a 3 that didn't count because we'd already blown the whistle. But that was just a great job. They get the rebound under the basket. You know, our defense runs back down the floor, but Taylor hung around. And when the outlet pass went from under the basket to out towards the wing, she stepped in front and stole it. Now she has it up top for us. Drive right side, goes all the way. Her scooping layup, no, but hit on the arm, and Taylor Galuza to shoot 2. Again, Jill Sleminski, head coach of Jewell. Kevin Abungu and Larry Williams, their assistant coaches. Free throw around and out there for Taylor. 3 minutes exactly for the half. We're up 3. Again, Keisha Newell in her first year as head coach for the Flyers. That one good. She played for Southern Indy. So I actually announced her against us a few years back. Then she finished up with the Loyola Ramblers in D1. Most recently, she was the head high school coach at Mother McCauley. She'd been a college coach at Roosevelt, an assistant at Loyola. Now here, drive left, go all the way, no! In traffic, Hart could not finish after our steal. And now Jewell back in the front court. She was Keisha Collins back in her playing days for Southern Indy and Loyola. Our right corner 3 is good! Again, they're hitting their trays. And Shannon hits another. It is a 1-point Flyer lead with 2:18 to go in the half. And again, without Kat Schmidt, you knew this was going to be a battle anyway, but it's more so now. And Grace Hilber, little jump stop in the paint, a little 14-footer for Grace. Flyers back up 3. Left wing, they'll take the tray. Missed that one, and Shaunton Brown the rebound. Hilber in the front. Now Brown. Taylor swinging around. Hilber left baseline, and a little bump foul before any shot with 1:42 to go in the half. So, again, I kind of thought maybe we tried to play without Kat and see how it goes. Well, it's looking now like even though this has been a close game, we've been trailing. She hasn't played this half, so I doubt she's going to play at all. Lob it inbound, Shaunton Brown. She'll turn, spin, throws it up from 4. Knocked to the ground, no foul. Rebound comes down to Jewell. 90 seconds for the half. Kick it left wing. Now left baseline. And, oh, a little bump there from Stephanie Hart. She's going to be called for the foul. She's not too thrilled with that. She was playing defense against Zars. And a little bump there as Zars was trying to back her way into the basket, and the foul was called. And that's what Steph is asking. She's like, I didn't. She's talking to the official, like, I didn't do anything. Well, she comes out. Courier back in. Turn, spin, left side. Good defense that time by Taylor Galuza against Zars, and Flyers get it off the miss. Left side around a pick. Pick and roll. Courier got it back. Now it will start over, though.
1 minute left
Courier thought about a three, didn't take it. Oh, and her pass is going to be knocked away. Will it be stolen? Yes, it will. Drive left side. Shot too strong. Offensive rebound, though, and they'll keep it alive. So good defensive play by Knock, but she missed the shot. But Bree Shannon able to keep it alive, and now they've got it Williams. 8 on their shot clock. 35 seconds for the half, while knocked out of bounds. Jewell keeps it. 5 on their shot clock as they'll bring it in from side court left. Again, Rachel Sen started. Suffered a leg injury. She has not played the rest of the half, but they didn't have to bring her into the locker room. Their inbounds pass is stolen away by Badali. And then she got an inadvertent elbow to the face, and she went hard to the ground. Thankfully, she's okay. Flyer ball with 33 seconds to go in the half. So really, about a 2-second difference, game clock and shot clock. And let's see if they're going to try to take the last shot. They go right side with it. Eight on the shot clock. Badali at the point. Courier in the paint, spins away from the defense, lays it in. 5 seconds. Williams will sprint. She gets to half court and launches one. Wait. Lewis University is out in front. Quick recap before we take any break. So Flyers in the first half. Hilber with 10. Badali with 7. Courier with 6. 4 for Hart. 4 for Taylor Galuza. 2 for Tara Galuza. On the Jewell side at the end of one half of play, 10 for Shannon, 7 for Hillier, 5 for Ernsting. Then a bunch of 2s. Frank with 2, Sen with 2, and Knock with 2. The training staff helping Sen to the locker room, but she's able to put weight on that leg, so that's a very good sign. So she's hobbling for sure, but basically walking practically unaided, so that's a good sign. She might not play the rest of today, but it looks pretty good there just from the naked eye. So Flyers up 5 at the break. So on the radio side, we're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll come back and we'll talk men's basketball. So back in 2 right here on the Flyers Sports Network.
Fat Ricky's is the perfect family meal for game days, weekdays, even holidays. This year, ditch the time spent in the kitchen and spend it with your family around a delicious homemade catered meal from Fat Ricky's. Fat Ricky's caters delicious meals for groups big and small, including trays of their mouth-watering pastas like their famous Papa Rich's.
All right, well, I thought I would take some time and just talk a little bit more about
Room in Romeoville. With convenient locations in Plainfield, Romeoville, and Tinley Park, Fat Ricky's has the southwest suburbs covered for your best holiday and everyday eats. See for yourself why Fat Ricky's is voted Chicago's best deep dish pizza. For all of your family's holiday catering needs, you better make it Fat Ricky's. Like Fat Ricky's on Facebook or Instagram for weekly deals and specials, and visit Fat Ricky's new website at fatrickys.com for easy online takeout and delivery, ordering from all 3 convenient locations in Plainfield, Tinley Park, and their new state-of-the-art Romeoville facility located off Route 53 on Independence Boulevard in Romeoville.
Windy City Limousine is a proud sponsor of Lewis University Athletics. We have every type of vehicle from sedans and hybrids to 55-passenger motor coaches, including SUVs, limousines, executive vans, luxury minibuses, and party buses. You cannot beat Windy City's competitive rates and first-class service. Find out why customers throughout the Chicagoland area and around the country are choosing Windy City Limousine for their car and bus services. Call 847-916-9300 or visit windycitylimos.com today.
Flyer fans, the Tasty Waffle in Romeoville is a proud sponsor of Lewis University Athletics. Family owned and operated since 2006, the Tasty Waffle is open from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily, offering some of the best breakfast and lunch fare in the region. Their large breakfast menu features their famous omelets, stuffed French toast, delicate crepes, and hearty skillets. While serving up delicious wraps and homemade soups for lunch, stop by the Tasty Waffle located at 632 South Weber Road or give them a call at 815-439-8151.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
Well, Fat Ricky's halftime show here at Carey Arena. Game one of our doubleheader, Flyers out in front of William Jewell on the women's side here, 33-28. Again, had a chance to talk to Coach Nick Rocco, our men's assistant basketball coach. We'll talk to Coach Trost between games, but again, wanted to get more on the Lewis men's side as they have added so many new players again this year. Matter of fact, you know, we lost players to graduation, transferring. Bruno Williams left our team to play for Indy in our league. So we're going to see him actually have to play against him soon. So you know, it's just a crazy year with all the transfers and those kinds of things. And that's why I wanted to talk to Nick, because he's our recruiter as well, and he's the guy that has to, you know, replenish the supply every year. And what about all the new guys that are key to us on the men's side this season?
All right, well, I thought I would take some time, just talk a little bit more about this team, because unlike the women's team, where it's the exact same squad, basically. There's a lot of new faces. For the last couple of years, you've had turnover on the men's side, and you know, and you're the guy out there, you know, going to the gyms and things. I just wanted to talk about, you know, this big new group.
I think that's the nature of the beast more so now in this current era of college basketball. You're going to have guys, and in this program, we've had a good handful of guys develop, get better, have an opportunity. Some at a bigger Division I level, and when that's the case, you always have to try and bring more guys in than normal, and sometimes it's a good thing. In the long run, as they can learn, develop, learn our way, get to know our culture, and it could be a disadvantage at the start of a season because it's a new culture, it's a new system, it's a new way of doing things, and new egos and personalities, and it kind of has to all mesh. Ideally sooner than later.
Well, because for a long time, you know, Scott's thing was get him out of high school, and we would always talk about, oh, this team we're playing tonight has 10 transfers from, you know, D1s and JUCOs, and our guys have been here since they were 18 or whatever. Well, like you said, that's not the nature of the beast anymore.
No, it's kind of flipped a little bit, and maybe some so is because of the times and the way recruiting is and the transfer portal. And then I think, too, good basketball players, whether they're high school kids or prep school kids or overseas kids or transfer kids, good basketball players are good basketball players. And I think it's important for high school kids to understand that you may be your best player on your team, you may be the best player in your conference, but there's different levels of competition. And you're younger, you're less physically mature, and sometimes there's other players outside of the state. And my message is to all our guys, you know, there may be thousands of guards at your same height and position, but what are the intangibles that set you apart from other thousands of guards? And that's just hard work, dedication, commitment to get better, the ability to be coached. So we kind of look for, you know, we'd like to keep really good local high school players in Lewis. And we understand there's variables that aren't always going to bring those kids here. So we just try and keep a larger cast, I guess you can say now, outside the state, and try and bring the best student athletes for Lewis that we can.
Yeah. How'd you get Jameer to come back home?
Jameer, we recruited out of high school when he was at Joliet West, and he's coached by a great high school coach who really looks out for his players. And when he decided to go to Toledo, we completely understand. Toledo's a great program. And then when we heard that he was not staying at Toledo, we immediately used our, you know...
Because you're not dumb.
Yeah. We used our network and got in there real quick and made sure he stayed home.
And how's it been for him so far?
I think it's great. It's an adjustment for any new player, high school to college, transferred to another college. Just a new way of doing things, and school is different. And I think Jameer has adjusted well from the start of the school year. And he's a great kid, and he's very introspective. And credit to his high school coach. He's a kid that looks inward, knows his deficiencies, and really attacks those. And he's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Because there's a lot on him right now, because you need him to be good.
Yeah, Jameer's going to be one of the main guys on a scouting report. He's going to be first or second option. And when that happens, there's a lot more responsibility that falls on a type of player like that to do the intangibles, to bust their butt, to get other guys involved. And I think that's got to come with the expansion of his game. And I think he's in a new role in a college player. He maybe didn't get that role at Toledo, and it's new for him. And I think as coaches we have to understand it's new for these guys. It's a new way of doing things and a new role, and they have to grow into that role. And you can't expect a final recipe, so to speak, right 4 or 5 games into the season.
Talk about some other new guys.
I think Jem Kerseman from UW Green Bay by way of Turkey has a lot of potential. And again, it's a new role for Jem. Work ethic is something that we need from Jem. And I think a lot of these players, not just Jem, but Treshawn is new and Terry is new. It's a different way, I don't want to say demand, I think demand is a negative connotation, but requirement for how hard you have to work, your commitment level. If you want to be a high-end player, it's going to require you to commit yourself and the time it takes to do that. And I think a lot of players, our new guys and probably new guys at other places, don't understand the commitment. And I think today's day and age, I don't want to say negative, but I think social media really kind of jades the reality of what it takes to be a good player. And that's kind of a balancing act I think we've had to deal with too with new players year after year in groups of 5 or 6. You kind of deal with that end and recruiting as well. So it's a balancing act.
Well, and that's why I think for Jem, it's nice to have AK here because, my goodness, talk about it, a heck of an example in every way, AK.
Yeah, AK's been great for Jem. Again, a Turkey connection. They can bond with each other. AK's been here for 3 years. AK knows the expectations. His work ethic to start the season has been great. And I think it's as long as, again, a player, in specific Jem, can be introspective and see, okay, well, my way may not be getting me the success that I thought I would have. Okay, let's see these other guys. What's bringing their success? Okay, this guy's in the gym extra. This guy's getting 500 more extra shots a game or week. This guy now is reaping the benefits at practice and getting more reps. More reps bring higher IQ and confidence and game-type reps. It's just, it kind of all goes hand in hand. Players have to understand that.
Yep. You mentioned Terry. Terry Ford's another guy who's going to be important for us right from the jump.
Yeah, he's a great teammate. We really need Terry to push the pace and be that dynamic point guard and draw defenses in and kick it out. And I think, again, it's new for Terry. It's a new role for Terry. And we ask a lot of our point guards in a guard-oriented type system. And our guards have freedom. So it's important for our guards to understand we ask you to be aggressive. We ask you to be smart decision makers. And make the right play and have to be offensively dynamic. We think Terry can be that. We just need Terry to vocalize a little more and bring that energy to a team that every good team needs from their point guard.
Well, and the other thing, too, is the last couple of years, you had slow starts, guys were getting used to each other, but you came around, won a league, won a division, so I think you can point to this group, say, look, it's going to take a while, but if you put it in, you're going to reap the benefits.
That's been the message, and the message has been, we'll figure it out as a group. We've done it. Look at year XYZ. We'll figure it out again. We just need you to commit to the process of playing hard, talking, communicating, and coming every day, as cliche as it sounds, and building that bond and the cohesion so we can synergistically get together at the end and make it happen.
We talk about it all the time. In this league, you can't take any nights off either, man.
No, it's tough. It's tough. And every team comes to play. I think this league from top to bottom has gotten better. Everybody in this league can lose on a given night, in my opinion, and can win on a given night. It's the team that executes, plays hard, and stays focused who's going to be more than 40 minutes.
Yep. Last thing for you, so how good can this group be, do you think?
I think every group that we've had, in specific this group, has had potential to win big games. I think this group has to learn in moments of trial in a game, specifically this year in the second half, how we can come together mentally in the moment and take advantage of finding ourselves slipping. So that may be our guards being aware that, the momentum's kind of slipping. Where do we got to go? What are we doing with it? Are we organizing people on the floor? That may be our posts, understanding, I got to dominate this rebound. I got to get this post touch. Slowing the pace down, speeding it up. We need players to understand that in the moment. And I think you can only understand that maybe through failure a little bit. And as long as we learn, quicker from failure in those moments, I think in the long run, against good teams in this league, there's going to be good games. Hopefully we come out on the top end of that.
All right. Well, thanks as always, and good luck this year. We'll talk to you down the line.
Thank you.
So Nick Rocco, our men's assistant basketball coach, a nice long conversation about this year's men's team. That is the thing about this squad on the men's side. A lot of new faces, but some very talented players, and it'll take a while to get used to playing together. Well, that's sort of the thing here on the women's side, even though it's the same roster, basically. When you have a new head coach, you still are starting fresh, and that's why, we lost all 4 of our, non-conference games, and you're thinking, hey, what's going on? This is a veteran group. Well, Coach Newell has a different way of doing things than Coach Nelson and from Sam before that, and it's everybody getting used to each other, so the players were the same, but different systems and way of doing things take a while, and, this team will be fine. But I think for both men's and women's sides here for Lewis, patience is going to be the virtue. It's going to be a while before I think both teams hit their stride. And again, Thursday was a key example of it for the women. Had an outstanding middle portion of the game, and things sort of fell apart in the fourth quarter, and it cost us a game. But again, you live and learn, and who knows. Now, for this Jewell squad, his 33-28, Flyers up 5 here at the break. Jewell had a good game against Indy, but they did fall 74-65. But it was the sort of different thing for them. It was the middle of the game that cost them. They had a nice start. They had kind of a tough middle. They actually outscored Indy in the fourth quarter, 21-18 on Thursday. Hit 10 threes. Hillier had 19 in that game. Shannon and Zars had 13 apiece. Rachel Sen had 12. So it's tough to miss her for the rest of the game. She is unlikely to see action the rest of the way. So we're without Kat Schmidt in the post. They're going to be without Sen in the post the rest of the way. So here we go. As we get started here in the second half. Left to right in front of us. Jewell has it. They're in the red. Flyers in the white. Again, Flyers up 5. As we start the second half. They go left wing with it. Get it back up top. Swing it around high right. That's Chloe Frank. Frank gets it. Takes an open tray and hits it. Well, threes. Talked about it. They had 10 on Thursday to keep them in it, even though they fell. Well, Flyers right now just 3 of 10 from 3. Meanwhile, I believe it's now 6 out of 14 for Jewell. So we'll see what happens. Just a 2-point Flyer lead now. 9 on their shot clock already. Run a little weave. Taylor Galuza free throw line. Goes left side, misses a layup. Rebound comes down to Jewell. So this looking like this is going to be a game right down to the wire, no doubt about it. Flyers fall back into a 2-3 zone. Top of the key for Frank. So, they have a chance to shoot over the top of that zone, and if they connect on enough threes, who knows? They drive down the right side, tough basket. Very nice shot for Kate Hillier. Ooh, ended up on the ground. Split in the defense. Got the hoop, and just like that, they scored the first 5 points of the half. We're tied at 33. Up top, Courier. Left side, Hilbert. Grace gives it up. Now we go right side. Taylor Galuza. Shot clock to 8. Wide open left wing 3. Badali in and out. Rebound to Jewell. That's the other thing, one and dones. Can't afford too many of those in the second half. We did a nice job on the glass in the first half, though. Pass in the post is knocked away and stolen. Turnover, Flyers on the run. Hart right side, lays it up and in. Defense creates offense there. First half, we had 8 offensive rebounds to their 2. Turnovers, Jewell has 9. Flyers just 4 turnovers on the day. Lewis by 2 for now. Frank goes right side on the wing. Now she gets it back in the right block. Turns, spins against Hart, who got a piece of it. Ball knocked away and stolen. I'm not even sure if that counts as a shot. She put her arms up. I think Hart knocked it away. Regardless, Flyers have it now in the front. Badali, ball kicked inadvertently. And Flyers will get it back after Hillier had it go off her foot. Shunton Brown will come in. Taylor Galuza goes out. Again, Brown did a really nice job, especially on the defensive end in the first half. We'll bring it in baseline left. Badali. Back up top, Hilber. Hilber thought about a 3, now drives, goes all the way, lays it up around it off, and she went to the ground. She was looking for a foul call. There is a whistle. Yeah, that is going to be on Zars. And it was a late whistle, so I actually thought the whistle might have been on the rebound attempt. It took so long, but it is foul on the shot. And Hilber's free throw in and out. Jewell last led 25-24. Flyers now, after the free throws, are up 36-33 now. We've been up 5. They've been up 6. They take a 3 left corner. Missed that short. Flyer rebound. That's Hilber. Comes all the way front with it. Hands it off Brown. Brown into the block. Hart left side puts up the shot. No. Really good defense. And a good rebound as well after that. So good play by Aiden Shannon. Just a freshman. They're, again, a very young team. They're going to call a foul. I think she got away with a little hop. She hopped and traveled. And then we came over and smacked her on the arm. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. Hillier, a sophomore. Frank, a freshman. Zars, a freshman. Shannon, a freshman. Sen, a sophomore. This is a pretty young group. So they're struggling on the win-loss record so far, but they're not going to struggle for long, I don't think. That first free throw is good. And the next one, good there. So they're back within 1. And Badali to walk it up. Free throw line, Courier. Good little backdoor bounce pass to Brown. She can't finish in heavy traffic, though. And Jewell comes back the other way. They go right corner. Drive baseline. Good stop defensively by Hart to stop that drive, so they have to kick it back outside again. Long 2 up top is no good off the back of the rim. Flyers get the rebound off the Shannon miss. Run the floor, Hilber. Outside, Badali for 3. Missed it. Skims off the iron, and the rebound to Jewell. Front court for Zars. Now Shannon. Drives right, stops, back up top with it. They go to the ground and jump ball as Skylar Boylan. I think she bumped feet basically with a flyer, went to the ground, no foul, and it's a jump ball, and Flyers get it on the arrow. Tara Galuza on the floor now. So yeah, we're not going to see Kat today. But she seemed to be moving fine, so I think it's just, let's be cautious. Lob over the top to Courier, puts up the shot, misses the 2-footer. Oh, my. Now, she did have 3 red jerseys around her, but the good feed into the block could not convert. We're still struggling putting the ball in the basket, though. That's a little concerning. Good defense there to double team, so back outside again. Ball knocked away, and it's going to be another jump ball. So this time, oh, it actually traveled. Okay. Against Skylar Boylan. Had to go down to the ground again. And now she'll come out. This will be a knock the ball away. On their side, 12 for Shannon. 9 for Hillier. Flyers now, again, 11 for Hilber, 7 for Badali. 6 boards for Hilber already from the guard spot. Brown left wing. Into the paint. Turns, spins, uses the left hand, misses a little scooping 6-footer. And rebound comes down to Jewell. Again, we're at 30% from the field. 30. And the fact that we're actually winning this game even by 1 is a miracle. Frank drives the left side. She gets fouled. No foul involved, and we'll get immediate timeout. 4:42 for the third. Flyers up 1, 36-35. Back in a minute on the Flyers Sports Network.
Flyer fan.
Hilton in Joliet, a proud hotel partner of Flyer Athletics. The home to Suites by Hilton in Joliet offers gorgeous studio suites, equipped with a kitchen and full-size refrigerator. A daily free breakfast truly sets the home to Suites by Hilton Joliet apart from the competition. Book your stay today. Give them a call at 815-727-3310 or visit them online at hilton.com.
At Loyola Medicine, we place the physical and emotional needs of each patient above all else. We're proud to be ranked among the top 3 hospitals in Illinois with 6 nationally ranked specialties by U.S. News and Report. We care for the sickest patients in Illinois, handling some of the most complex and challenging cases, providing high-quality, compassionate care to every patient. Our holistic approach guarantees that at Loyola, you are treated in both body and soul. To make an appointment, visit loyolamedicine.org. Loyola Medicine, we also treat the human spirit.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
And 4:42 to go in the third. Flyers up 36-35. Jewell will have it. Jewell's 12 of 30 from the field overall. We're 12 of 40. And yet Flyers up 1. We double team, and they're going to call a bump foul on Shaunton Brown there in the left block against Czars. 3-pointers, Jewell 5 of 14, Lewis 3 of 12. Free throws, that's part of the key here. Lewis 9 of 14. Well, Jewell 6 of 6. They've only had 6 attempts, made them all, and get a 15-foot jumper there from Emery Czars. Again, just a freshman from Shawnee, Kansas. Well, they were, or I should say they are where we were a couple of years ago. This group was all freshmen playing together a few years back. Badali, left side. Penetration, drives, and a reach-in foul before any shot as she got to the free throw line there. Again, Jewell just 1 and 7, but they're not playing like it. That's for sure. They're already a pretty impressive group. Baseline left, Badali to bring it in. Inbound, Hilber, quick catch and shoot. So I was trying to say, from 6 feet away in the paint, she drops it in. Flyers up again, 38-37, 4 minutes for the third. Frank looks for a pass, finds a teammate. We get a block shot. Taylor Galuza took it away from Shannon. Clean block, and she caught it herself. Now Flyers in the front. Badali into the lane. A little hip check before any shot from Ermsting. They're going to call an offensive foul on that? Oh, boy. They're calling that on Courier instead. All right. So that's going to be Cardinal basketball anyway. Again, I'm Mark Vasco. Phil Cantu back at our studios on the radio side at WJOL. My 20th year calling Flyers hoops. Ball knocked away. Ball loose on the ground. Jump ball. Initial deflection caused by Hilber. And coming in, it'll be Williams in for Jewell. And Jewell will have it, bring it in. Baseline left of the basket. Lob it into the free throw line for Czars. Couple of dribbles, spin, lean, and they're going to say on that spin, drag the foot and travel. So Flyers will get it. 1 point lead in the ball. And Lewis will come front. Badali left side. And they're going to call another offensive foul on Courier, and she's saying, what did I do? Well, I guess a push off, trying to get position, but wow. 2 quick fouls on Lily, and without Kat, we can't afford to have Courier in any foul trouble, I can tell you that right now. And that's going to be a travel. Chloe Frank got the ball high left of the arc and did a little head fake before she drove and dragged the foot there. So the head fake travel, and Flyers get it back there. Stephanie Hart will come in. Tara Galuza will come out. As far as personal fouls, Jewell has a whole bunch of players with 2, but nobody with 3. Just about every one of their players has 2 at this point. Hart, high left side, Taylor Galuza. Up top, nothing there. Courier, lob over the top, Hart, trapped under the basket. He'll kicks it back outside. Badali for 3, no good. Rebound to Jewell. Boy, the threes, like just about everything else, not falling, and somehow the Flyers still up 1. Bump foul Hilber, working hard defensively against Bree Shannon. Second on Grace. Hart has 3. Shaunton Brown has 3. And then Badali, Hilber, Courier all with 2. First free throw missed by Bree Shannon. So we've got the Galuza sisters. They've got the Shannon sisters. Free throw is no good. Rebound comes down. Taylor Galuza. Up top is Hart. Right side, Badali. Taylor for 3, top of the key. Oh, halfway in, came out, but Hart with the offensive rebound. Well, rebounds and offensive rebounds and second chance points helping us here. Well, now they're going to call a travel against Courier. She just looks at the officials like, you've called 2 fouls and a travel against me. And she's like, well, I traveled because I got bumped. She's got her hands out like, come on. She's going to come out. First time we'll see Lindsey Harrison today, the 6-foot, 5th-year senior from Yorkville. Flyers still up 1. It's been 38-37 for a while. 2 minutes to go in the third. Bounce pass, free throw line. And I think, is that going to be offense or defense? They're going to call that foul on Taylor Galuza. There was a tangle at the free throw line. Looked like Ermsting was the one who pushed off, but she'll be at the stripe. Ermsting has a little blood on her elbow from throwing that elbow, frankly. Even though that wasn't called. And she'll have the trainer look at that. And they give her 30 seconds to attend to that before she'll attempt her free throw. 1:56 to go in the third. 38-37. Flyers up 1. But boy, oh boy. We are at 3 of 14 from 3. And 13 of 43 overall. Still at 30% on the day. But the only thing saving us, well, lack of turnovers, frankly. First free throw is good. But offensive rebounds, we have 10 to their 2. Plus, they have 13 turnovers to our 7. That free throw good. And now they're back up 1, 39-38. But second chance points, we have 9. Thanks to those offensive rebounds. That's helping here. Up top, Taylor Galuza for 3. The NBA 3 is good. Well, we were taking our threes from too close. That's the longest 3 of the day, and we hit it. Flyers up 41-39. It's been too easy, I guess. 90 seconds for the period. Jewell high left of the arc. Bounce pass. Nothing there, so back outside Williams. Top of the key for her. Now they'll launch a 3. Missed that. Rebound Badali as Zars could not connect. Flyers by 2 in the ball. As we approach a minute to go in the quarter. Taylor Galuza, high right side Badali. She'll drive, go all the way, split the defense. Yes, and a foul. Chance for a three-point play. Badali. Now trying to draw the charge was Chloe Frank. And I think she might have even got there, but I think she was inside the little half circle there, which is why we got the foul. But she took a hard fall, and she's actually going to go sit for a bit. Tara back in to give Hart a breather. And Badali at the stripe, 43-39. Free throw off the back of the iron, no, and the rebound comes down to the Cardinals. So 50 seconds for the quarter, 4-point Flyer lead. Kick it up top. That's Zars. Hand it off on the weave. Nothing there, so now it's Bree Shannon. Shot clock to 10, and that's going to be a travel. Well, again, stutter step by Zars because there was a defender right there, and that becomes a travel. Now, both sides, it's just sort of, at this point, just sort of laughing at the whistles that they get. You just got to battle through. Flyers by 4, 30 seconds for the quarter. Up top, Harrison gives it away. Up to Badali now. Harrison at the point. Good quick ball movement. Now Badali right wing. 9 on the shot clock. 4-second difference. Game clock and shot clock. And now they're going to call Taylor with a travel as she went around a defender. And started when she did that. Tara back in for Hart.
With so many options for your college sports
11
entertainment,
seconds to
who
go
do you choose? Choose
the quarter. They're going to take the last shot.
Choose Lewis because their athletes graduate
15-footer no at the buzzer.
Choose Lewis for 100-plus NCAA appearances in the past 15 years.
Aiden
Choose Lewis
Shannon.
for the best sports entertainment bargain in town. Choose the local D2 team. Choose the Flyers,
So
the other game in town.
Lewis
For more
after
information,
3.
visit lewisflyers.com.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
We lost the audio for a second on the radio side there with 11 seconds to go in the period, and Jewell ran the clock down, took the last shot of the quarter. Aiden Shannon could not connect, so we're done with 3 periods. Flyers up 43-39 at the end of 3. Now, the thing that's also helping the Flyers in this situation is they've started to put the clamps on a little more defensively, and Jewell has missed a few more shots. So now they're down to 38%. Flyers, believe it or not, are actually up to 33. So neither team shooting all that well. As Jewell, 13 of 34. Flyers, 15 of 45. Yikes. And still somehow winning this ball game. And the other thing is Jewell, their misses have been from 3. So they were doing a pretty good job from long range. Now neither team doing much of anything from 3. Jewell, 5 of 15. Lewis, 4 of 15 from long range. Again, we're leading rebounds 30-24. We're leading turnovers 14-8. Individually for Jewell, it's 12 for Shannon, 9 for Hilliard. She's been stuck on 9 for a while. 5 for Frank. Flyers, 13 right now for Hilber, 9 for Badali, 7 for Taylor Galuza. Hilber from 15 misses that, and the rebound comes down to Jewell. Well, neither team likely to make a long run because neither team right now hitting enough shots to do it. 43-39 Lewis for now as we're into the 4th. Jewell with it right side. Men's game to follow. Right side to Frank. Flyers in that zone. Right corner for Zars. Now she goes to the wing. Shot clock to 4. Get it down low to Frank, who puts it off from traffic. No, rebound comes down Lewis. Good job by Chloe Frank to split a double team, but could not finish. Flyers to Hilber. Lob underneath. And we'll get the basket. Lindsay Harrison. Good assist by Hilber. Flyers up 6, 45-39. They go right corner with it. Aiden Shannon. Drive right, nothing there, so kick it outside. Shannon. Shot clock to 9. Now they get the ball
Fat
left
Ricky's is the
baseline.
perfect family meal
Double
for game days,
team,
weekdays, even
and
holidays.
trying to fight through the
This
double
year,
team.
ditch the
They're
time
gonna
spent
say
in the
a
kitchen
travel
and spend it with your family
in
around
that
a
double
delicious
team.
home.
So the turnover again.
Casserole,
So timeout on
homemade
the
Italian
floor.
beef, country fried chicken,
Full media
plus all
break
the
at
sides and
8:35 to
fixings.
go.
And come see their new banquet
the
room
fourth,
in
45-39
Romeoville. With
Lewis.
convenient locations in Plainfield, Romeoville, and Tinley Park, Fat Ricky's has the southwest suburbs covered for your best holiday and everyday eats. See for yourself why Fat Ricky's is voted Chicago's best deep dish pizza. For all of your family's holiday catering needs, you better make it Fat Ricky's. Like Fat Ricky's on Facebook or Instagram for weekly deals and specials. And visit Fat Ricky's new website at fatricky's.com for easy online takeout and delivery, ordering from all 3 convenient locations in Plainfield, Tinley Park, and their new state-of-the-art Romeoville facility located off Route 53 on Independence Boulevard in Romeoville.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
So quarter came to an end on a Jewell traveling violation, trying to get through a double team. They've had travels on both sides here, quite a bit of late, interestingly enough. But again, that means good aggressive defense more than anything, causing that. So turnovers, Jewell has 15, Flyers have 8. Something else to point to, if you're Lewis, you have to be pretty happy about your defense. And that Jewell only has 3 assists for the entire game, and there's 8:35 to play. Now, Lewis only has 6 themselves, but nevertheless, you're really disrupting things. If you're making the team settle for an outside jumper, you know, even when they get points, if they're not off of feeds down low, etc. Flyers have Badali. High left side. Taylor Galuza for 3 left wing. No good. Long rebound comes down to Jewell. Come front with it. Well, now it's just who can hit enough shots down the stretch here. Because both teams in a cold streak. They go into the paint. We steal it away. Taylor Galuza on a bounce pass. Disrupted Zars and stole it. Front court. Hilber from 15. No good. Rebound. Hart, can she save it out of bounds? She cannot. 7:53 to go. Lewis up 45-39. And apologize for our problems with our laptop. We could get knocked off the air. Aiden Shannon called for a push-off. Offensive foul. Flyers get it back. Again, we're not on the air for another 6 weeks after today, so hopefully we'll get that straightened out for the next time. But it's always something. it's just, I don't know if I'm cursed or what. Free throw line. Harrison, good feed down low to Badali. Shot block, but she gets it back. Block came right back into her hands, and now she'll bring it back up top again. Drive right side. Oh, good little backdoor bounce pass to Galuza. Back out. Hilber for 3. No good. Rebound Harrison, but are they going to call her over the top? I think maybe. Yeah, that's tough. How about that? For the longest time here, we would have phone line issues and get knocked off the air because of the phone line. So we're like, well, thanks to technology, we can use the internet and computers, and then still, oh, well, you know. That's life. Left corner, they'll launch a 3. Missed that. Harrison the rebound for Lewis. So could not get that one to go for Hillier. And Flyers in the front. Boy, the lid is off the lid is on tight, I should say, for both squads. Yeesh. Hilbert. Badali. Back high right side to Grace. Lob over the top. Harrison in traffic. Double team. Her shot blocked. They're going to call the foul, and she'll shoot 2.
Cardinals foul number 2, D.B. Collier-Williams. It's her second.
Going to be Deasia Collier-Williams called for the foul. And Lindsay Harrison at the line. So extended minutes for Lindsay here in this second half, as that free throw is good for her. And that one good as well. So Flyers up 8, 47-39, 6:35 to play in the game. Up top. Around a pick. Shannon drives all the way, lays it up and in. Pretty play. Aiden Shannon, again, just a freshman. Boy, what a good-looking player. Flyers up 47-41, 6:12 to go. Ball intended for Hilber, stolen away. They're on the run. Right side, go up and swatted away out of bounds. Good clean block there by Harrison against Zars. But it will be Jewell ball, baseline right. Lob it up top. Zars gets it out. Shannon, she'll take an 18-footer and miss it. Rebound Harrison. Now to Badali. And it's going to be timeout Flyers. They'll talk things over. With 5:48 to play in the game, Flyers up 47-41. We'll keep it here. Give you the update on the individual numbers then. So again, Hilber with 13 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and an assist right now for Lewis. Taylor Galuza, 3 personal fouls, but good overall game for Taylor. 7 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block for Taylor Galuza. And Badali with 9. She's got 6 boards today and 4 assists to lead us in that category. 6 points for Courier and 6 points for Stephanie Hart. 4 points for Lindsay Harrison now off of the bench. Tara Galuza has 2. For Jewell, 14 for Shannon. How about Zars? Now, she only has 2 points, but she has 13 rebounds. So she's the leading rebounder in this game for them. But it's 14 points for Shannon, 9 points for Hillier, 7 for Ernsting, 5 for Frank with 5 boards. And we talk about the 2 for Zars with her 13 boards, 2 points as well for Sen. But again, Sen has not played in this whole second half. But seems to be okay. She has her right ankle in a wrap, so it was a rolled ankle, it looks like, for her. But again, she was able to walk on it pretty good coming out of the halftime locker room. Up top, Badali after the timeout. Knock has 2 as well for them, by the way. 8 on their shot clock. 16-foot jump shot. Hilber, it won't go. Her own rebound. Now back outside Hart. Taylor Galuza. She'll take a 13-footer and hit that. So again, second chance points. Saving the Flyers bacon today. 49-41. Flyers by 8 with 5:12 to play. They kick it outside. Shannon lob over the top. They get it into the block. We double team, so they have to go back outside again. Shannon for 3 right corner. Missed. Offensive rebound. Keep it alive from Zars. A 3 by Frank is no good. And then Taylor Galuza with the rebound, and she was fouled by Williams. 4:52 to go. Lewis by 8 and the ball. Again, our offensive rebounds, we have 12 to their 4. Lead rebounds overall, 36-29. Jewell with 17 turnovers now. Flyers with 9. Badali, right side. On the wing, Hilber. Back up top. Now Taylor Galuza free throw line. Hart wide open. Left wing for 3. Missed it. Rebound comes down to Jewell. Boy, no one's going to have good shooting numbers when this day's over from anywhere on the floor, frankly. Frank, high left. Keeps the dribble alive against that 2-3 zone. Shoots a three over the top of it, misses it. And rebound Hilber for Lewis U. Taylor Galuza today, 3 out of 10. Badali's 2 out of 9. Hilber, 5 out of 15. That's atypical of hers, certainly. Offensive foul, Harrison with a push-off away from the ball. And Cardinals will get it. Shaunton Brown has played a really good defensive game when she's on the floor, but she's 0 for 5 from the field. Again, their side, Frank's 2 for 7. Czar's 1 for 7. Shannon 5 out of 13. Hillier 4 out of 8, but she's only taken 8 shots. And that's going to be, guess what? Another head fake traveling violation for them. Courier, after the extended rest, in for Harrison. And even Harrison playing with a couple of fingers taped together. Both teams kind of beaten up a little bit. Media timeout, full break, 49-41. Flyers up by 8. Again, 3:44 to play in the game. Back in a minute on the Flyers Sports Network.
South State Street in downtown Lockport. Taco Heaven offers several fresh, tasty items, such as tacos, burritos, fresh guacamole, and more. Visit Taco Heaven for pickup or dine-in, or give them a call at 815-660-6146.
Flyer fans, the Donut Shop in Lockport is the perfect spot to indulge in the area's finest sweet treats. Located at 1143 East 9th Street in Lockport, as well as their new location at 23836 West 135th Street in Plainfield. The Donut Shop offers 28 varieties of freshly made donuts, as well as a full assortment of specialty donuts. Lewis students and staff will receive 10% off any order with valid ID at either Lockport or Plainfield locations. The Donut Shop, a proud sponsor of Flyer Athletics.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
.344 to go. Lewis by 8, trying to battle this one out. The Flyers will have it. Hart to bring it in with that 8-point edge. Against some pressure. It'll be Hilber to bring it into the front. One little weave, Badali. Hand it off. No hurry, run a little clock. Hilber. Free throw line, and I think reach-in foul before any shot there is the whistle. Shannon called for the foul. Again, the women's standings coming in. Maryville and Truman, the only 3-0s. Drury, 2-0. We're 2-1. They're 0-3 for now. But again, you got to win your home games in this league. Flyers trying to close this one out after letting one get away Thursday. Down the right side of the lane, layup good. Good, tough basket for Jenna Badali. But just nice to see her play again after missing virtually all of last year. 10-point Flyer lead, their biggest, at 51-41, inside 3 minutes to go. Back in that 2-3 zone.
At Lewis University, your academic journey is personalized.
5 left, scooping layup, good play by Czars.
You'll be welcomed into a
But they're going to need a few more of those if they're going to battle all the way back. Flyers break a press. Courier lays it up at the other end.
And discover your opportunity at Lewis.
2:30 to go.
At www.edu to schedule an in-person or virtual appointment and imagine how you will impact your world for the better.
Lewis University basketball
Williams for
on
3.
1340
No,
WJOL.
So both teams trade baskets. 2:06 to play. Flyers up 10, and they have possession. Underneath, Hilbert drives left side, lays it up, no good. Rebound comes down to the Cardinals, and here they come. On the move. Right side, Hillier. Hillier for three. Missed it off the back of the iron. Rebound comes down to Lewis. Well, again, you've got to hit your threes, especially on the road as an underdog. They hit some early. They have not hit enough of late. And that's why this one looks like it's going to go into the win column for Lewis U. Underneath, good pass. Hart lays it up and in off a good feed from Taylor Galuza. So Flyers trying to finish this one off. Up by their biggest at 55-43, 75 seconds to go. Drive right. Nothing there, so back outside again. Can't shoot it, and they're using a little too much clock. Good defense here by Lewis to make them take too much time to shoot it. Now finally, they'll take a little running 16-footer and miss that, and that should take care of business as the Flyers and Hilbert get the rebound. Again, three-pointers, Jewell now 5 of 21. And a little bump foul, which they have to foul at this point with 40 seconds to go, but pretty much now the issue has been decided. So Jewell, I want to say they have only hit one of their last 8 3 attempts. And that's not going to get it done, especially when you're trying to come from behind. Shunton Brown in. Hilbert's day is done as she goes to the bench. They're 5 of 21, Flyers 4 of 18 from 3. So neither team great, both under 25%. And neither team great offensively overall. Is that one good? So Badali gets a couple, 56-43, 40 seconds to go. But Jewell had been the better shooting team all day as they get a running layup Williams. But they're down to 33% overall. Flyers at 34 is actually the better shooting team. Yikes. Flyers break the press. And we can really run it out here. I mean, there's basically 2 or 3 seconds difference. Well, Shannon will foul Shunton Brown. So they're going to get one more possession, but 56-45. Flyers by 11, 21.9 remaining. Now, hopefully we'll get the chance to talk to Tierney Lockett, our assistant coach, between games. We'll talk to Coach Trost and get you ready for the men's game as well on the radio side. We got 1 out of 2, so 57-45. They'll eat a dozen. 20 seconds to go. Well, certainly Cardinals gave us a scare. They go right side. Shannon for 3. Miss that one. Rebound Lily Courier, and that'll do it. 10 seconds. We'll get it front and dribble it out. So Flyers tested. Kat Schmidt rolled an ankle, did not play. We win despite that. They had a player and Sen roll an ankle. But nice to see that, again, she is able to walk now under her own power with that right ankle wrap. So thank goodness, hopefully she won't be out long. But Flyers win at 57-45 here today. We'll take a 2-minute break on the radio side, come back and wrap things up right here on 1340 WJOL.
Flyer fans. Suites by Hilton in Joliet, a proud hotel partner of Flyer Athletics. The home to Suites by Hilton in Joliet offers gorgeous studio suites, equipped with a kitchen and full-size refrigerator. A daily free breakfast truly sets the home to Suites by Hilton Joliet apart from the competition. Book your stay today. Give them a call at 815-727-3310 or visit them online at hilton.com.
Fat Ricky's is the perfect family meal for game days, weekdays, even holidays. This year, ditch the time spent in the kitchen and spend it with your family around a delicious homemade catered meal from Fat Ricky's. Fat Ricky's caters delicious meals for groups big and small, including trays of their mouth-watering pastas like their famous Papa Rich's casserole, homemade Italian beef, country fried chicken, plus all the sides and fixins. And come see their new banquet room in Romeoville. With convenient locations in Plainfield, Romeoville, and Tinley Park, Fat Ricky's has the Southwest southwest suburbs covered for your best holiday and everyday eats. See for yourself why Fat Ricky's is voted Chicago's best deep dish pizza. For all of your family's holiday catering needs, you better make it Fat Ricky's. Like Fat Ricky's on Facebook or Instagram for weekly deals and specials, and visit Fat Ricky's new website at fatrickys.com for easy online takeout and delivery, ordering from all 3 convenient locations in Plainfield, Tinley Park, and their new state-of-the-art Romeoville facility located off Route 53 on Independence Boulevard in Romeoville.
If you are searching for a family or cosmetic dentist, look no further. Valley View Dental is a proud Lewis University athletic sponsor and is celebrating over 19 years in the Romeoville area. Using today's latest technology, Valley View Dental can create results that change how you look and feel about your smile. Dentistry has never been so fast, efficient, and painless. Valley View Dental offers procedures like Invisalign and in-office teeth whitening. The Valley View Dental's friendly staff will ensure you're comfortable every time you're there. Call 815-372-0100 for an appointment or smile makeover consultation, and go Flyers!
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
Welcome back to Lewis. Flyers take game 1. 57-45 is your final. But a game that the Flyers never really had comfortably at all. Now, it was tied 18-all after 1. Flyers won the second quarter 15-10. But then Jewell, they win the third 11-10. They were right in it. But then Jewell only scored 6 points in the fourth quarter. Flyers win the fourth 14-6 to pull away and get it done. So after the Flyers had a disastrous fourth quarter on Thursday themselves, when they only scored 6, they return the favor here to Jewell, hold them to 6 fourth quarter points. Flyers win it 57-45. Let's give you some individual numbers for the victorious Flyers. Again, now 3-1 in the league, which is clutch. Grace Hilber, her usual outstanding effort. And even though she only shot 5 of 16 and she was 0 of 3 from 3, even just 3 of 6 from the line. So she didn't have a great shooting night, but she did absolutely everything else and still led us in scoring at 13 points. She had 12 rebounds from the guard spot to lead us in boards. So 13 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals for Grace Hilber here tonight. Jenna Badali, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, a block, and a steal. So Badali was really, really good. Taylor Galuza, again, just...
Welcome into a post-game show, everyone. I am Cody Lindeman, joined alongside Tyler Evanati. The Lewis Flyers women's basketball team has improved to 3-5 on the season and are now 3-1 in conference play. We're going to run through some key factors in the game and talk a little bit about what just happened. Tyler, what did you see in the basketball game today?
Sure. I think some important details to talk about is Catherine Schmidt did not start this game. That's a big key factor for the women's team. She is a big factor with rebounds and offensive rebounds especially. So seeing her not play today was a little disappointing for the team, but they bounced back and took that victory, which was important for them.
Yeah, Kat Schmidt not playing huge. She actually got injured in the last game. We broadcasted that game on Thursday, and I was calling that game. We saw her go down with an injury, and it was a little disheartening, but the team battled back. They won today. And it's coming off a rough loss on Thursday after struggling to score in the fourth quarter. And that's going to bring me to my next point. This team needs to learn a little bit better how to score in the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. They've scored really well throughout the game. They had a good offensive plan. There wasn't much struggles, but then the fourth quarter came, and once again, here at home, struggled to score.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that we saw toward the end of those. They took advantage of their offensive rebounds. And took those and put some points up on the board. At the beginning of the first half especially, we struggled with, we got the ball off the board, but we couldn't put it back up on the board. So when we get those rebounds, we got to put them back up, and we got to break the boards, and we got to rebound. And that comes with boxing out, and we got to work on communicating that in the paint.
Yeah, rebounding is so important in each and every single game. And that brings us to another point, is Grace Hilber, who from the guard position got a lot of rebounds. We heard that on the broadcast. And she had another strong game today. She led scoring on Thursday. Today led scoring for most of the way. I believe she finished the game as the lead scorer for the Flyers. So Grace Hilber playing really well has impacted this team in many different ways.
Yeah, I think that was big. We saw her start the year with an injury, and she bounced back, and is coming back strong and not letting that affect the rest of her season. So we're hoping to see Kat Schmidt come back hopefully next week and bounce back on the road, and we'll see where that takes them as a team.
Yeah, it's obviously good to see the team winning without Kat Schmidt, as she is so integral to the team. And we talked about that already a little bit. But I also want to talk about something else that went really well for the Flyers today was foul trouble. The Flyers play a really strong, aggressive defensive brand, and that's how they are wired on this team. And to see them not have foul trouble is an encouraging issue. I want to say they had foul concern in the second half, but not foul trouble. And foul trouble is something that comes very often with this team, as we talked about, with their aggressive brand. So seeing foul concern and not trouble was a good positive aspect of this game.
Sure. When we started the first half, there was very little to no fouls at all when we looked at the stats coming out of the first half. Second half, we saw a little more, lots of traveling calls, which you don't really see much in the second half. You usually see that at the start of the first half, very end of the second half. And then toward the end, we saw that kind of grow we got a lot of foul calls. Stephanie Hart finished the game with 3, I believe, 3 or 4. So when you put that into play, that, I think that was the most fouls we saw all the game, which is good. Keep the girls out of foul trouble and keep them on the floor as much as we can, which is a big benefit to their scoring opportunities.
Yeah, well, we've been talking about positives of this game. I want to build off of that and comparing it to last game and kind of the issues that came up in that game. This game was a lot closer throughout the entirety of the game, just points total wise and keeping the lead margin between whatever team was leading at the time. This game was a lot closer in that. And the Flyers still found a way to win in the end and to kind of grow that margin in the end. Even though they struggled to score a little bit in the fourth quarter, their defense obviously held up really well, and that's what allowed them to score a little bit more in the fourth quarter. So it's good to see them in a closer game actually win. And I think it just talks about how the last game on Thursday was really a fluky breakdown on the offensive end, and not so much, hopefully, at least for the Flyers, a pattern moving forward.
Yeah, our biggest lead was what we saw in our final score, and that was something that we took and ran with it. Most of the game, like you said, Cody, it was a 1 or 2 point game difference on both sides, and we pretty much kept that even throughout the game, which is good. We didn't let them take it, and we didn't take it either, and didn't get too far ahead of ourselves. So when we see that happen, we see ourselves slip, and we see ourselves try and catch back up in the end. So we finished with a score of 57-48, and we finished strong, and the girls looked good coming out at halftime.
Yeah, they sure did. It was a strong second half. Although you see this team kind of at times struggle as a second half team. We already talked about the fourth quarter multiple times, and that's going to wrap up, I think, the keys I had for the game. Tyler, is there anything else you wanted to add about the game?
Yeah, no, I think they finished strong. They finished with a win. Victories are always good to finish with. And so we'll see what the guys can do here in our second game here in Neil Carey, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, definitely a positive way to finish out the weekend. We had Thursday, a really rough loss we talked about, but finishing out the weekend with a victory and kind of being able to focus on that moving forward. But as Tyler said, the men's game is coming up, so we're going to wrap up this broadcast of the women's game. We'll be right back here on the Lewis University Television Network. We'll preview the men's game, and then we'll have the men's game for you.